Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now, heading right on into our Monday evening. Hopefully you had a great Monday afternoon. And I tell you what, if you do like warm, comfortable weather, hopefully you enjoyed today because I tell you what, we've got a windy cold front on the way. In fact, we're talking about a couple days of wind. Both Tuesday and Wednesday look very windy, and our temperatures will be trending down, definitely feeling pretty fall-ish. What exactly does that mean? We'll talk about over the next few minutes, but not this evening, your Monday evening. Temperatures through the 70s, fairly light winds, and again, fair skies. All of that right there looking really good this evening. So radar locally completely quiet, even across the southern plains. All the active weather that moved through North Texas over the weekend. In fact, the heavy rain event that brought us nearly 4.5 inches of rain, again, total through the weekend. Well, it's now well off to the east. In fact, along the Atlantic seaboard here, even down into parts of the Florida Peninsula, all of that weather continues to push off to the east and pull away from North Texas. But our attention is now turning up to the northwest. Take a look at this. This is our next cold front. It's now forming across parts of the Great Plains, the Intermountain West. If you look carefully here, you can see the storm trough, so that'll come digging out as we go through tonight into parts of tomorrow. And again, as that does move down through the plains, it will push that frontal boundary down into North Texas. You will definitely notice tomorrow, Tuesday, as it moves through your area, because the winds will pick up from the north, and in fact they will crank as we go through the day. There goes that storm system. You can see it really diving down through parts of the deep south as we go over the next few days, opening the door to the north to some chillier weather building down. It's not an Arctic front, nothing crazy, but will our temperatures trend below normal, at least over the next few days? The answer to that is yes. But then as that storm begins to pull away, take a look at what happens beginning this weekend and into parts of next weekend. We've actually got a ridging pattern building back in. Again, that means quieter weather. That means warmer weather. And in fact, next week, I think we're going to be relatively quiet, again, with temperatures trending back above normal. Before and about the way it looks, give or take 12 days, we may have another fairly decent front trying to move through the area. So we'll keep our eye on all that. But let's also eyeball this carefully. These are future wind gusts. And again, tomorrow by about 11:45 in the afternoon, take a look at this. You can see the area of hot pink moving in, and you can see those northerly wind vectors. Well, that's the cold front. And again, that's going to be coming in from the northwest. Again, like I mentioned, winds will turn around to the north, and again, they will crank as we go through the afternoon. Again, the red to pink, that's an opportunity of some 30 to 40 mile per hour peak wind gust. You can see that persist really all the way through late tomorrow, Tuesday evening. Overnight Tuesday, the winds begin to lie down. But as we get into Wednesday, take a look at this here. The winds come right back, and you're even seeing some areas of purple showing up. That could easily be some 45 plus, maybe even some 50 mile per hour peak wind gust as we go through Wednesday. So Wednesday looking even windier than Tuesday. And again, like I mentioned, this will be some pretty decent wind, even especially for North Texas, when you're talking about at least the potential of some 45 to near 50 mile per hour peak wind gust. Then as we go through late tomorrow morning, talking about Tuesday into the very first part of the afternoon, again, as the frontal boundary slides through, again, can we have a couple widely scattered showers in the Metroplex now based off the newest data? I think it's about a 20% opportunity. A bit better, though, across our eastern counties. Could be a 40 to maybe even a 50% opportunity, again, off to the east. Otherwise, looking over the next 7 days here, where is the opportunity of rain? Well, it's mainly east of North Texas. Like I mentioned, this appears to be a relatively dry forecast through the rest of this work week outside of tomorrow, Tuesday, and then basically even as we get into parts of next week as well. So tonight, again, we'll call it a fairly mild night. Again, just ahead of the frontal boundary, a lot of 60s for actual lows. Again, by sunrise tomorrow morning, could be a stray shower in our northern counties. And then as we go through tomorrow, a little deceiving, 60s, 70s, but as the frontal boundary moves through your area, your temperatures will begin to go down. And again, like I mentioned, extremely windy. There's that 40 to 50% probability of showers in our eastern counties. Again, that's for tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon. And then Wednesday, the wind kicks back in. After a pretty chilly start to the morning, highs will only be in the 60s as we again go through Tuesday afternoon. So there's the cool down. Check out your morning lows. Both Wednesday morning, Thursday morning could even have some wind chill factors around the area. And then again, we warm it up next week. We remain fairly quiet. And then in about 12 days, another possible decent cold front beginning to show up. More coming up.